Hey Gemini, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot on this windy day. We've got a storm rolling in. We're going to be doing a Timeless Tarot and Oracle reading for you today, asking what's coming towards you. Whenever you see this, that's when you're meant to find it. We're going to start with an Oracle card and then we'll move on to Tarot. If you'd like for me to pray for you, Gemini, you know it's always the offer. If you'd like other Geminis and cross-watchers to pray for you on this channel, it lifts us up to lift you up. Say hi in the comments section or leave an emoji, whatever you're comfortable with. And that gives us something in the material world that we can focus on that represents your energy. That's the idea. So we start with the message, the inner home, secure within oneself. There's a mudra that goes with this. You wrap your hands around your thumbs and you put your last two fingers, your pinky and your ring finger together like that. It's like you're making a little house, like that. Your inner home. I have confidence in the Mother Goddess who gives me her company and warming comfort. This mudra helps to overcome sleeping difficulties if you're having them, Gemini, as well as pelvic tension. You can support its effect by breathing out deeply and slowly several times if you want to do this practice. And this mudra also represents the patron, Shakti, the goddess of life, vitality, primal energy. Think of her as a mother or companion who leads us through life and provides comfort in times of loneliness or when we feel isolated. I hope that is helpful. It's nice to be able to do something yourself, right? That symbolizes the meaning. So I've already kind of prayed through and shuffled through these cards, and we're going to get these cards out for you. I'll run through the energy and unpack it generally, and then we'll get more detail. Some of you guys have already seen me, heard me say this, but for those who have not, I have some cool news. 6 months ago, I asked you guys what kind of music, if any, that you like to listen to on YouTube. And by a landslide, you guys were like calm, anti-anxiety, anti-stress, sleep music, meditation music, okay? So I'm a musician and a producer, music producer. I've been making music for TV and film for years. And I thought, how cool would it be to make music for my subscribers for a change? Take a little break from making music to fit the briefs and basically create a brief based on what you guys tell me. So that first channel is up and ready to go. And I've spent a long time making the images come to life, learned a lot of software to do that. And of course, you'll be able to tell that a Pisces did it. It's very like fairyland, but you know, I really wanted you guys to be able to fully escape. So this one is about, I'm gonna make a sleep channel. Ooh, you start with a 9 of Cups, awesome. I'm gonna make you a sleep channel. And I'd love feedback, like what kind of music you like to sleep to. We're gonna be working with frequencies and I'm just gonna be dialing it in and getting better and better. And yeah, this channel will be about like study, meditation, total nervous system reset. So that will be, I'll give you a little snippet in the Chariot card, a snippet at the very end of this video and a link in the description box below for you guys to enjoy. We've got some powerful energy coming through your reading right away. I feel that it fits the windy, blustery day we're having. All right, anything else? Awesome. Not lugging any weight around. Okay, let's see if my house is still standing by the time you get your message out. Okay, so we start with 9 of Cups. This is not just any kind of happy card. This is a very happy card, but specifically kind of a sense of self-satisfaction, like a pat on the back, like you've done something to set yourself up for success. Then we have the Chariot card. This is quick moving energy and it's towards triumph. So the combination of these cards is like success all over the place. In the center, we have, this could very well be you because it's ruled by air signs, King of Swords. King of Swords, if it's not representing you, it represents an energy that is all about getting to the bottom of things. Truth, analyzing, type of logical, practical energy. It's not emotional. So if this is you, you can just kind of strike that out. It doesn't mean that you are being emotionless in this situation, but that's where we need to get more detail. We have 5 of Swords in reverse. Great card to get in reverse because this means you're cutting your losses with something. And that's at the point where when I was dealing the cards, I said, oh, you're cutting out dead weight. You're not dragging around any dead weight with you. And what I mean by that is sometimes when we hold on to our arguments, we can be right, but at what cost? We'll get back into that. But first, I want to tell you the last two cards that flew out together were intense. We have to get into this. The Devil card along with the Tower card. This feels like the teapot whistling. This feels like something's got to give. Like when things go on in a pattern or a loop long enough, and one might think over a period of time, I got to really break away from that loop. I really got to break free of that habit. Whatever it is, that's devil energy. Eventually, things build up to a momentum. And the equivalent of the teapot whistling is the universe stepping in, and there's an event that shakes everything up. You know, it's like building up to a fever pitch. There's some kind of pattern in your life, whether it's a codependency, an addiction, or a behavioral pattern. It's just like a loop. It's building to a point of collapse. And by that collapse, I mean, there's going to be an event, or there has already been an event that brings it to a point where something's got to give. So in these moments, this is the universe actually redirecting you back on your path. It's like steps in, right? It's like, I'll take it from here. And you only have a choice on how to react. You can't really, it's somewhat out of your control. So even Tower moments that are really positive and exciting, there's still a little bit of dis-ease because you don't have control of the situation. You know, it's not comfortable for us humans. So we've got a really cool spread. It's very dynamic. Let's see what it's all about. 9 of Cups. I'm actually going to read it sideways. What's this Moon card? Got more. Bear with me. Chariot card. What's this Chariot card? Things are changing. Things are changing. I'm catching you in amidst change. So what does that mean? That means wherever I'm catching you at, it's not where you're going to be settling in. Things are still evolving. There's other people involved. What's this 5 of Swords? Nice. Like I said, man, hindsight's 20/20. You're getting major perspective by letting this go. The 5 of Swords, cutting your losses, letting something go is huge here. This is the turning point. You are given this divine perspective through this whole thing. You leave the situation with so much perspective. That's the Hanged Man. The thing with the Hanged Man, though, is it is a process. Patience is a huge component of this because you can't gain this perspective any other way. You got to go through it. Can't go around it, can't go over it. You got to go through it. And what's on the other side, you may ask, is the Star card. The Star card represents hope, renewed, prayers answered. This is a Hallelujah card. Okay. What is cutting our losses? What does this 5 of Swords mean? I feel like some of my Geminis really kind of need better verbiage there. Death card. I feel like a lot of you guys, what you're walking away from a period of time where I think you're waiting for some miracle to happen. I'm saying that because we've got the Page of Cups with the Death card. This is a phase of life that you are letting go of. I feel like you're maturing out of it. Very interesting. It's not going to solve itself. It's not going to heal itself. You're not, it's like you're not waiting for your Messiah to come in. I don't know why I said Messiah, but you're not waiting for a hero to come and do this for you. I feel like there's but I feel that a certain amount of momentum has already been built by that point. And then we hit this Devil with the Tower. Tell me more about this Devil with the Tower. We've got all these cards to cover. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil again. I'm wondering if this is your habit or pattern, or if this is somebody else's that's close to you. Something's being balanced majorly in your life. For some of you guys, there might even be core systems and there might be contracts. Now, if that's the case, you will already know that. Don't worry if you're somebody's like, I didn't know the court's getting involved. So you're like, don't let your mind go there if it's not already involved. But actually, it looks really good for you if it is, or if contracts are involved, any legalities. But we have the Justice card here. So know this. This is what you walk away from. With this combination card, these are all major arcana. There's 22 in a deck of 78. Okay? These are big messengers. You are getting... A moment ago, I said, what are you walking away from? What are you cutting your losses from? What is the thing that you had to go through in order to get this hallelujah moment? And it said, death to waiting around for this miracle energy, waiting around for a hero to come. Well, a little bit ironically, the universe steps in. Closest thing we can come to this hero is an event that shakes you up, that's outside of your control. It's built up to this event. Devil to the Tower. And it's the one thing that evens it all out. It's the one thing that balances it all out. In her left hand, she holds the scale, and it's at a perfect balance. In her right hand, the sword, representing air signs, also representing information, clarity. So you are building up to this. The way your cards are coming out are really interesting because I think that this is happening soon for some of you guys. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're walking backwards for a reason. I just read you the end of the reading. The beginning starts a little hunky-dory. It starts like you're putting a lot of work into a relationship. Two of Cups with the Queen of Swords. And not only that, but you have been putting a lot of work into a relationship. But there's something that needs to heal here. There's something that needs to be revealed and kind of like airing out old laundry. Like there's something that is hanging in the balance, and that is healing. So what it feels like is there's almost this mechanical straight ahead, go straight ahead energy. And I don't know if this is denial, if it would be characterized as denial in the beginning, something about a relationship. But the moon has been there all along. Moon represents things that are hidden. So there's some hidden detail in a relationship that is about to be revealed. It's on its side. And what is about to happen is healing. It's on its side. And between these two individuals, you and Queen of Wands, could be a fire sign, or it could be just somebody who represents this other individual. There's the Seven of Swords. That's deception. So all this is coming to the surface, like a stain. You know, you can shampoo the carpets all you want, but the stains kind of rise to the top. This is rising to the top for you guys to deal with it, like for good, right? And I think that this is not something, you know, it's funny because I don't think that this is totally catching you unaware. I don't think that this is like a secret affair that your lover is having or something like that. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like you guys know about it, or it feels like it's denial, or it's stuffing it down. Like it's not that much of a stain, honey. Oh, we'll just give it another, we'll run over it again with a vacuum cleaner. We'll just spot clean it. But there's this tenacity, not wanting to give up, but there is kind of an argument here. So maybe it bubbles up when there's been too many glasses of wine, or maybe it bubbles up and attached to another argument, or when people are feeling moody or overtired. I don't know what this is, but it's there. And so you're getting an opportunity to work with it. That's now why I see the Page of Cups There's no hero coming to take care of this for you, to gallantly scrub it out of the carpet forever. This is building to a fever pitch. This is what happens when things aren't completely dealt with, just kind of pushed aside, and maybe you deal with the surface of it enough so that it can kind of go away. But then it's actually been building until it gets to this. Now, I love that the Justice card is coming out there to level it all out. This is like, whew, because we do have the Six of Swords here. This is all hanging in the balance. It's saying, hey, I'm here when you need me. So let's talk about that. What does the Justice card mean exactly here? What does our Justice card mean? I'm gonna make sure they're upright. They start upright. If they fly upside down, we read them that way. If they fly on their sides, we read them that way. We have Four of Swords with the Lover's card. The Lover's card is Gemini energy, oftentimes representing a choice as well. The Four of Swords is going within, processing, usually getting pretty quiet. You could go dark for a while. This could be you being like, hey, let's both process this on our own time. Let's work through this. This is a quiet, contemplative, and intentional energy, all about alignment with a partnership. Some of you guys will be deciding, what should we do in this partnership? How do we work through this? Should we still be together? Some of the big questions. Can we get over this? Can we make it through this? Some big questions. And how perfect, it's so windy today. And that is a relationship, isn't it? No relationship is perfect. Let's keep going. What is this? Justice card. Very particular. Four of Cups. Why do we have a Four of Cups here, Gemini? Things might feel a little murky at first, a little confusing. It's okay. None of it might feel, oh man, you got all the murky cards. Moon card, you feel cloaked, you might be confused. It's okay, it's okay. Everything has its reason, okay? Keep on going. You feel strong in your convictions. The ego is coming out to play a little bit for somebody here. Don't know if it's you or the other person. Somebody might feel defensive. They might be a little cold and cut off. They might be a little egotistical. Something has thrown somebody into their ego. It's suggesting that you are feeling stuck, you're very much in your convictions. Feeling the way you feel. And that's okay. What else? Page of Swords. So what do we say yes to? The Sun. I love that the Sun just came out for you. It can be simple. What do we say yes to for my Geminis? Three of Cups. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Why is it here? I'm going to take that sideways. I am going to take it. So you've got two tens in a row. You got a 10 of Wands and a 10 of Swords. Both of those, one is an exhausted ending and one is a sudden ending. This is something that's been giving you, let this go. So if something is ended abruptly, especially if it has something to do with a third party energy or friends, if there was an energy that was getting in the way here and it ended abruptly, and it might have given you anxiety. It was giving you anxiety anyway. Let this go. 10 of Swords. Let yourself be happy. Know this, that happiness lies around the corner for you. This was going to just take your life force. I don't even know why why am I holding the cards like this? I don't know. I'm going with it. The 10 of Wands is an exhausted energy. Finally, the light at the end of the tunnel. And yet this was giving you so much anxiety. And yet there could be a sense of sabotage or betrayal here. But like this was creating a rocky foundation. I took this sideways for a reason. Four of Wands is like home, foundation, community. And we had like, this is an energy around you that has needed to leave. We're saying, what do we say yes to? Say yes to the Sun. You might have to take it on faith that the Sun is behind the clouds here, depending upon where you are in this whole trajectory, but healing card, Six of Swords. Healing comes quickly. Healing comes quickly. That's why it came out with the Chariot before. Hanging in the balance. I feel like I'm catching a lot of you guys before this happens. I feel like I'm catching you either in the midst of it, like right and smack dab in the center. And if this is the case, I just hope this is confirming. I hope that you feel I can be an advocate for you. And I'm saying, hey, this is actually going better than you think. It just does, if it's real murky in the middle, but let it play out. The universe does kind of step in. The universe steps in and it shakes things up with an event you can't control. And know when that happens, if it hasn't happened yet, it's happening in order to lift that stain fully to the surface, in order to get rid of it, in order to acknowledge something that was there all along, kind of wearing it down. So I hope this is helpful, you guys. Inner home, secure within oneself. You are the eye of the storm. How perfect that we have a storm all around us right now. Leaves blowing, debris blowing, white caps out in the sea, but we're here and we're warm and we're safe together in this reading. Use it as a metaphor. I love you guys. Bye-bye.